It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, back to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. First and 10, it's Willis. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
19 tight. 19 tight. 49 the mic. Watch 49. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. 19 Lions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
36. Kill. 70, Timberwolf.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on fourth down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD? He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Hey, check that. Street.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd in a couple. The Colts at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
18 Cardinal.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Watch 85. Watch 85. Check.
3rd down, it's Willis. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They're going for it with the option right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Myers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Third and goal, Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. Down the right sideline. Finding room at midfield. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
55, touchdown, defense.
From the 29, Willis. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Watch the eye. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Check smash. Check smash.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis dancing to his left. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
49 the mic. Watch 49. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here we go. Here we go. Flag 38.
Just like that. Just like that. Check it back. Check it back.
Check it.
Running right, here's Sanders. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
In motion comes the tight end left.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And Lance now to throw.
Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Open man is Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Mixing up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
49 the mic, watch 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 49 guys, Mike.
On first down, Willis.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Check.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Warriors 17.
49 the mic. 49 the mic.
On third down, it's Willis.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Willis.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
79 Broncos.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Don't get nervous.
From the 39, Willis dumps it off to Mixon. Ooh, the juke. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Joe Mixon,
39 yards.
and the Colts are back within a couple of the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26, check out. 17.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Lance looking to throw it. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the gun to give to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Willis to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and they will take a 7-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Ringo, tight ends on Ringo, tight ends on Ringo. 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Buffalo 18.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Willis. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Colts.
Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling me that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down. Lance, open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with 6. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their lap. Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free.
And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. On the move to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Mixon with a first down carry. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Willis. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Willis. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Willis to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
49, guys. Mike, 49. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Now Willis. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Willis going to try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Ready, break.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Indianapolis, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.